Representative Rashida Tlaib holds up a sign during Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's speech to Congress on July 24, 2024. Photo. Anna Moneymaker, Chuck's Getty Images. Democratic lawmakers are discussing a litany of options to protest at President Trump's speech to Congress on Tuesday, including through outright disruption, a half-dozen House Democrats told Axios. Why it matters. Some of these tactics go beyond their leader's recommendation that members bring guests hurt by Trump and Doge. This sets up a potential clash between party traditionalists and its more combative anti-Trump wing. The part that we all agree on is that this is not business as usual, and we would like to find a way, productively, to express our outrage, one House Democrat told Axios. There is widespread disagreement among Democrats, both inside and outside of Congress, over what would be the most appropriate and effective form of demonstration. What we're hearing, some members have told colleagues they may walk out of the chamber when Trump says specific lines they find objectionable, lawmakers told Axios. Criticism of transgender kids was brought up as a line in the sand that could trigger members to storm out, according to a House Democrat. A wide array of props, like including noisemakers, has also been floated. Signs with anti-Trump or anti-Doge messages. Just as Representative Rashida Tlaib, Chas, held up a sign during Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's speech last year that said, "War criminal." Eggs or empty egg cartons to highlight how inflation is driving up the price of eggs. Pocket constitutions to make the case that Trump has been violating the Constitution by shutting down congressionally authorized agencies. Hand clappers, red cards, and various other props have also been discussed, multiple sources said. The intrigue. In closed-door meetings and on the House floor Monday night, lawmakers were specifically discouraged from using props, two House Democrats told Axios. These tactics are also a source of considerable internal debate among House Democratic rank and file, in large part based on what they've heard back in their districts. There are definitely a lot of constituents that really want Democrats to disrupt, and there are constituents who feel like that just plays into his hands, one House Democrat told Axios. Zoom out. Disruptions during joint session speeches used to provoke outrage, but have become increasingly common in recent years. Representative Joe Wilson's RSC outburst at former President Obama, "You lie," he shouted, was a shocking event in 2009. Former President Biden was persistently heckled by Republicans during multiple State of the Union addresses. Then there was the aforementioned disruption of Netanyahu's speech by Tlaib Zoom in. Some groups of Democrats plan to mount more traditional protests through the use of color coordination in their wardrobe choices. Pink. The Democratic Women's Caucus wants all their members to wear pink in a unified display of defiance to a president many of them despise. Black. Female members of the Congressional Black Caucus have separately discussed donning black to more accurately capture the party's somber mood. Blue and yellow. Ukraine Caucus co-chair Marcy Kaptur, Ohio, will distribute ties and scarves with the colors of Ukraine's flag to signal support for President Volodymyr Zelensky. Others plan to sit stone-faced and refuse to clap during the entire speech, another time-honored tactic for opposition party members to silently protest the president. What they're saying: House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, DNY, wrote in a letter to House Democrats that he and other leaders plan to attend the speech. To make clear to the nation that there is a strong opposition party ready, willing, and able to serve as a check and balance. Jeffries also said leadership understands if some members skip the speech, as several have said they plan to do, but urged a strong, determined, and dignified Democratic presence in the chamber. House Democratic Caucus Chair Pete Aguilar, D. Khalif, told Axios leadership is telling members to keep the focus on the health and safety and the economic well-being of our constituents. The bottom line, whether we are wearing pink or black or yellow and blue, we are all conveying our displeasure with this administration, said Representative Stacey Plaskett, DVI. What's more important is our work together and the pressure for 3 Republicans to do the right thing for everyone, she said.